Bunny, dude.
But it's a cute bunny. Look at him.
여기 4명의 경찰관들은 평범한 순찰 도중 도로에서 작은 토끼 한 마리를 발견합니다. 이후 마커스 경관은 토끼를 안전한 곳에 옮기기 위해 차에서 내렸고 토끼를 옮기기 전 가족들에게 귀여운 토끼의 모습을 보여주기 위해 사진을 찍게 되는데요.
Let him hold it.
You're gonna kill it. I won't throw it. Swear to God. I swear. Put it on your kids, bitch. I can't do that. Okay, then. That sucks. Give it to me right now.
Let him hold it.
Alright, you're gonna kill it? Don't kill it. I won't kill it.
Just let it go, my kid.
You better not kill it.
He's gonna launch it.
Don't launch it. Don't be a dick.
고메즈라는 경관은 마커스에게 토끼를 건네받자마자 경찰차를 향해 강하게 던졌습니다. 해당 영상은 순식간에 인터넷에 퍼지게 되며 4명의 경찰관들은 엄청난 논란에 휩싸이게 되는데요. 이에 주 경찰 측에서 수사를 착수하게 되었고 당시 현장에 있던 경찰관들을 조사하기 시작합니다. 토끼를 던지겠다며 동료에게 테이저건까지 겨눈 고메즈는 과연 어떤 인물일까요?
I'm not going to let you hide behind that. If you're not speaking, that's fine, but be a man about it and honest about it. You're not cooperating, then that's okay.
No, 100% cooperating with you. Told you the fourth one.
The biggest thing, Caesar, is this right here. This is for internal stuff, right?
I got you.
It's for that's for between you and the sheriff's department. What we're here to talk to you about, it's involving obviously the allegations of some stuff that he wants to talk to you about, and it's going criminally. Okay, so it's a different round. So we're not looking at you as a suspect or anything right now. It's just to get the information going. But again, this has nothing to do with your agency, bro.
I got you guys. 100% get what you guys are telling
Okay.
me. But in fact, this right here, this still goes into my job. They find out there's a possibility I can get terminated. You guys are going to be paying my bills, and I know you guys ain't. So go through the process of HR stuff and go from there.
수사의 비협조적인 태도를 보이던 인물은 당시 현장을 촬영하고 있던 경관이었는데요. 편의상 경찰관이라고 표현했지만 현장에 있던 4명은 모두 보안관 사무실 소속 부보안관들이었습니다. 사건이 커지면서 뉴멕시코주 경찰이 수사에 착수하자 촬영을 담당했던 경관은 보안관 사무실의 내부 규정을 이유로 쉽게 입을 열지 않았는데요. 하지만 당시 차량을 세우고 토끼를 건네주었던 마커스 경관은 무언가 할 말이 많은 듯 보였습니다. 계속 확인해 보시죠.
So the first incident had been on August 5th. Usually 2 o'clock is when we go on lunch. So I went to the office to go work on, I grabbed something to eat real quick, went to the office, and then we were working on biennium training. It was me, Corporal Dodez, another deputy, Alejandro Gomez, that were in the office. During that time in the office, you know, I kind of had my phone out and I was working on my biennium training. At that time, I believe I was texting my wife. At that point in time, he reached over, grabbed my phone out of my hand, and then he proceeded to run down a hallway. I got up and I gave chase to him and I closed the distance. I was like, hey dude, give me my phone, stop messing around. I knew that it was unlocked and, you know, just given that there's personal information within my phone, I'd rather not have access to it while it's open. So as I gained distance on him, he turned around, pulled out his taser on me, and he pointed it directly at me. And then at that point, I was like, dude, stop messing around. And I kind of slapped his arm away. Give me my phone, and I grabbed it from him. So I grabbed my phone, proceeded to turn around and walk back towards the office area. And I was like, dude, you play too much. You know, just horseplay, whatever. And we walked back into the office area. Hondo was taking off his vest. And where he has his taser located is on his vest. He has like a vest mounted holster. So that's where he puts his taser. At that point in time, messing around with him, I picked up his vest and I was like, you ain't so tough without your vest on or without your taser not. And he pulled out his gun. He's like, I am with this though. And he pointed out his duty issue handgun, pointing it directly at my chest. At that time, I kind of just put the vest down. I was like, whoa, dude, like, stop messing around like that. You know, why in the hell would you do that?
Yeah.
Accidents happen. And my corporal at the same time, he kind of said the same thing. He was like, what's going on? He was like, why'd you do that? You don't play guns like that.
You corporal saw this?
Yeah. Okay. He was eyewitness to it.
마커스 경관의 진술에 따르면 토끼를 내놓으라며 테이저를 겨눈 일이 이번이 처음은 아니었다고 합니다. 이전에도 휴대폰을 빼앗아 달아나다가 테이저를 겨눈 적이 있었고 심지어는 근무용 권총까지 조준한 적도 있었다는데요. 자칫하면 실수로 격발될 수도 있는 위험한 상황에서 고메즈는 도대체 무슨 생각이었던 걸까요? 이후 마커스 경관은 토끼 사건이 발생한 그날의 상황에 대해 보다 구체적인 진술을 이어갑니다.
A few days later, which is on August 16th, 8 p.m. is when the incident occurred. So we met up, we all drove there in separate vehicles. About midway to the kind of location that I wanted to go to on the dirt road, I saw a baby rabbit in the road. When I was driving up to it, I expected it to move. It was not moving out of the road, so I proceeded to get out of my unit and go pick it up to move it or scare it out of the roadway.
Right.
So when I picked it up, it was literally like a baby rabbit the size of my head, right? Like a super innocent thing. It was scared to move, so I picked it up. And the guys behind me, they stopped too. Like, oh, what are you stopping for? And I was like, dude, check it out, baby rabbit. You know, I was like, pretty cool. I was like, oh, this is cool. I'm gonna take a picture of it, whatever. And Deputy Hondo Gomez, he kept requesting, you know, let me hold it. And I was like, no, dude. I was like, you're gonna hurt it. He was like, no, I'm not. Hondo kept requesting over and over again. I proceeded to give the baby rabbit to my corporal, and I was like, here, hold it real quick. I'm gonna grab my phone, take a picture of it, send it to my wife. So he was holding on to it, and then after a video that I took and a picture that I took, I proceeded to grab the bag from him. And then at that point, Hondo kept bugging, like, here, let me see it, like reaching out towards me. And then I asked him, I was like, dude, put it on your kids that you won't hurt it. And he's like, no, I can't do that. And then I was gonna I went to go like take a few steps back, and I was gonna go set the bunny down. But I knew that the state that the bunny was in, it was probably just gonna stay there. And then he was either gonna step on it or grab it or whatever. So I was kind of already expecting the worst, but then when I went to reach down to put it down, Deputy Alejandro Gomez pulled out his taser at me, and the light, I saw that the lights of the taser turned on and the laser, and it was directly on my body. At that point, when I saw the laser on my body, I was kind of like in hopes that it would really like de-escalate the situation. I was hoping maybe he would just like see it and then maybe like put it down. As soon as I handed it to him, he just threw the rabbit into the side of my unit, killing it. And I was like, damn, dude. And then at the end, I was like, dude, you're a piece of shit. I was like, that was why'd you do that? And I like saw the rabbit on the ground and it was still twitching. So I ended up grabbing the rabbit, and I didn't want to discharge my firearm or anything to put it out of its misery. So I ended up picking up the rabbit, placing it in front of my tire, and just proceeded to move on. And I was pissed off at the whole incident that happened.
마커스 경관의 진술에 따르면 고메즈는 사무실로 복귀한 뒤에도 자신의 권총이 제대로 작동하는지 확인하겠다며 마커스의 얼굴을 향해 또 한 번 총을 겨누었다고 합니다. 토끼 학대 사건으로 시작된 문제는 순식간에 경찰관 특수 폭행 사건으로까지 번지게 되었는데요. 이후 4명의 경관은
County deputies fired after a video showing one of them throwing a rabbit against a patrol vehicle was posted online, killing it.
방금 뉴스에서 보신 것처럼 모두 해고되었습니다. 특히 사실대로 진술한 마커스까지 해고되면서 사건은 큰 논란으로 이어졌는데요. 한편 주경찰의 개입 이전 마커스는 고메즈의 문제 행위를 상급자에게 정식으로 보고했지만 어떠한 징계 조치도 이루어지지 않았고 결국 이번 해고 조치를 두고 내부 고발자에 대한 보복이 아니냐는 여론의 합리적인 의심에서 벗어날 수 없게 되었습니다. 이후 주경찰은 고메즈를 체포하기 위해 보안관 사무실을 찾아 상급자와 대면하게 되는데요. 계속 확인해 보시죠.
Maybe back in the day when we didn't have body cams and when I started there, you could get away with a bunch of shit. Now, you gotta be careful, man. Everything's videotaped, audio. You gotta be careful, man. And it wasn't as intense as it is now, you know, with lawsuits and stuff. People wanting to come after you, you know. Yeah. So we deal with so much here about, you know, complaints and stuff like that, you know, for wanting a quick buck, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yetis, can you let her know what I'm being charged with? Yeah, I'll let her know. Thank you guys.
Yep. So right now, Mr. Gomez is going to be placed under arrest, okay? I'm going to read you his warrant. His warrant's going to be 4 counts of aggravated assault upon a peace officer with a deadly weapon, and then 1 extreme cruelty to animals. So I'm not too sure if you know about the investigation that's going on. That's the reason why we're here, okay? Just want to also let you know that he's going to be treated with nothing but respect from here on out, okay? We just told her that you're going to be treated with respect, all right? Would you like to come talk? I mean, she looks like she wants to talk to you, but
If she wants to, yeah.
okay.
Fine. I love you.
You guys lied to us, man. You guys lied to us.
We gotta.
Right now.
Let's go. Come on, guys. Okay, let's go.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Gomez, if you want to talk, reach out, okay?
세부적인 주 경찰관의 고메즈 체포 작전은 알 수 없으나 주 경찰이 보안관 사무실에 고지한 내용이 실제 체포 작전과 달랐는지 체포 과정에서 보안관 사무실 직원 한 명이 욕설로 항의하기도 했는데요. 다행히 큰 물리적 충돌은 발생하지 않았고 고메즈는 현장에서 체포되었습니다. 이후 고메즈는 구치소에 수감되었으며 현재 재판은 아직 진행 중인 상태입니다. 고메즈에게 적용된 혐의는 경찰관을 대상으로 한 4건의 특수폭행과 극심한 동물학대 혐의이며 특수폭행 혐의는 올해 2월 3일 열린 예비심리에서 증거 부족으로 기각되었고 동물학대 혐의에 관한 재판은 현재도 진행 중인 것으로 확인하였습니다. 이상으로 영상을 마치며 시청해주셔서 감사합니다.